Fight time, we definitely gonna try to take each other heads off, and the closer the fight goes, we both gonna be eager to, show who's the more dominant fighter.
The seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford.
But boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him.
Terence Crawford surprised Piers Morgan on live TV by saying just 5 words: "We're going to take each other's heads off." He didn't stop there. Crawford also said that beating Canelo Alvarez would earn him a spot on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. His confidence and clear words shocked many viewers. This wasn't just talk. It felt like a serious message about what could be an unforgettable fight.
Deteriorate, in camp. But, a win against Canelo Alvarez, what it would do to my career would put me, on Mount Rushmore.
Yes.
I think I would be one of the greatest fighters ever.
At a recent press conference, Terence Crawford showed how confident he is. He didn't hold back when talking about Canelo Alvarez, even making fun of his looks and warning him about what's coming. Crawford's words weren't just for attention. They showed he's fully focused and ready to shake up boxing again. This kind of energy proves that Crawford isn't just trying to win. He wants to dominate and leave a strong mark on the sport.
Right. Yeah. The only running that I'm gonna be doing is running upside his head, and I can assure you that. Facts. And he got a big head too.
Promoter Eddie Hearns shared how impressed he was with Terence Crawford's mindset after talking to him. What stood out most was Crawford's strong belief in his own skills and training. Even though fighting someone like Canelo is a big challenge, Crawford stays calm and confident. He's not just hoping to win, he truly believes he will. Hearns' words show the kind of self-confidence top athletes have when they know they're ready and focused on their goals.
Back and forwards, to be honest with you. Like, when I talk to Spud, he convinces me that he's going to win the fight because he's such a believer in his own ability, and he's very convincing. And then you see the presser yesterday, and I thought Canelo looked really well. Do you know what I mean? Obviously, he's a big lump. So I was always Canelo, then I sort of leant towards Spud, but now I'm back with Canelo, so we'll see.
Respected trainer Bill Haney has joined many others in backing Terence Crawford. He didn't just say who he thinks will win. He showed full support for Crawford and his team. Haney has been around boxing for a long time and has seen many great fighters come and go, so his support means a lot. It shows the level of respect Crawford has earned from people who truly understand the sport.
Well, for everybody that was straddling the fence, straddling got your pants split. At the seams, you gotta pick a side. I'm going with Crawford. I'm here to support Crawford. He done signed up to do what everybody thought that he wasn't trying to be, a generational talent. Another fighter on the Mount Rushmore of boxing. Yeah, so don't split your pants, pick one.
Trainer Derek James gave a strong warning to Canelo's team, saying that Terence Crawford is not like anyone they've faced before. He explained that while many of Canelo's past opponents struggled to adjust during fights, Crawford does well in those moments. James highlighted Crawford's special mix of timing, movement, and unpredictability, which can throw off even the best fighters. His message was simple: if they underestimate Crawford's skills, it could cost them.
The thing about Crawford is he believes he's on it. Like, he believes he's the one. Mm-hmm. So that's the difference between him and any other fighter that Canelo fight. Because Canelo, people fight the idea of Canelo Alvarez opposed to fighting the individual. The thought of him is what puts fear in their heart. But he doesn't care about that because he said he's Terence Crawford, so it's a totally different thing. So if he can implement his strategy and ride it out to the end of the fight, he's gonna be successful. But if Canelo can do what he needs to do, and his timing has to be on point, because he's not that fast as Crawford is. Mm-hmm. It's all about time.
Brian Bomac McIntyre, the coach behind Crawford's fight plan, said that Crawford is in top shape. He shared that everything, from his cardio and strength training to watching fight videos and sparring, has gone perfectly. Bomac believes Crawford is not only physically ready, but also mentally sharp enough to follow the plan exactly. He feels Crawford's smart thinking in the ring and strong boxing basics give him the upper hand to win.
Styles makes fights. Bud got the better skills, and he got the better mind too.
Do you think with the styles in mind, but also the weight in mind, he can get that job done based on he's just so much more excelling in the skill?
You know what? He gonna get the job done. I promise you that. He'll get the job done. Because Bud boxing IQ is off the charts. You know what I'm saying? Next to Canelo, not taking nothing away from him, but Bud just a little bit better.
Bomac also talked about a common misunderstanding that Crawford hasn't fought top-level opponents. He said people think this because Crawford wins so easily that even strong fighters look average. But that's not because the opponents are weak. It's because Crawford is just that good. His skill makes tough fights look simple, and to Bomac, that's what real greatness looks like.
Not to talk about the pound for pound #1 in the world, Terence Crawford, always making headlines these days. He's cemented his legacy. I think certified Hall of Famer whenever he wraps it up. Stepped up in weight, won another world title last time out. Now they're talking about this fight with Canelo Alvarez. It was interesting to see the comments from Canelo on how he sort of assessed Bud Crawford's career. I almost feel after the Spence fight that was like an exclamation point on everything he's done, maybe from the critics who never gave him credit, but it almost seems like Canelo was downplaying his achievements. What do you make of that? Is that to build a fight? Because it sells itself.
Well, I'm gonna tell you like this. I think Crawford rebuttal was everybody always say he hasn't fought nobody, or everybody that he fought was a no name. But I'm gonna tell you like this, what Crawford said. Well, they was something until Crawford fought him. So obviously he's doing a great job because he's making everybody look normal.
Not everyone, like when they go against Canelo, I don't think there's anyone else in boxing who you would ask and say this is a possible task for, but for Crawford, because of his pound for pound abilities, and apparently no rehydration clause. Am I hearing that right? He wants full smoke at that weight.
Let's go, man. That's what Crawford wants. He wants to show the world that he's the best. So, and why put stipulations in there when you know that you can be the best? So let's go test ourselves.
The build-up to the fight has been intense, with both fighters trading words and showing tension during face-offs. Fans are hooked by the energy. Every shove, stare, and comment adds more excitement. This fight has gone beyond just titles and rankings. Now it's about pride, identity, and showing who truly deserves to be at the top of boxing.
Canelo pushes Crawford. This might be the biggest fight the past 50 years. This is gonna be crazy, guys. Look at this. Look, Dana White in the middle, UFC involved, WWE involved. Y'all think this was real? It looked real to me. I don't know. Crawford was staring them down too.
Many people are starting to think that Canelo might be underestimating how dangerous Crawford really is. Some fans and experts believe Crawford's power is not getting enough credit and could even lead to Canelo's first knockout loss. What makes Crawford's punches so dangerous is how accurate and unexpected they are. He doesn't just rely on strength, he sets traps and lands his shots with perfect timing. A lot of people feel Canelo might not be fully ready for this kind of challenge.
Yo, Canelo is about to get knocked out for the first time in his career. Y'all really playing with Crawford, bro. Y'all don't realize how much power Crawford actually has. I don't care what weight class he's coming up from. Canelo has never fought anybody like Crawford. I'm just kidding, bro. Obviously, I'm just kidding, bro. You guys, you really thought I was with the bullshit? Like, come on, we know. Yo, Canelo different, bro. He's looking like a lion right now. Like the king of the jungle type shit with the stare down, bro. Like this man, if y'all really think this man is gonna get knocked down, this guy has, look, you could say they both the same size, you know what I'm saying? He got a longer reach, whatever. But this dude has fought bigger and better opponents than Crawford, and he has never gotten dropped a single time in his career. You think this little guy is gonna do something to Canelo? I'm gonna keep it a buck. If he manages to knock down Canelo, I'm gonna give Crawford all the props in the world, because that would be crazy. But he's not doing that.
Even with all the talk about size and weight class, Crawford is entering the fight with strong confidence. He doesn't see it as a risk, but just another challenge to beat. All through his career, he's done well under pressure and defeated fighters people thought would be too much for him. For Crawford, this fight is about showing that true boxing greatness isn't about size. It's about skill, determination, and heart. He's focused on his goal, not the hype.
Excuses why he don't want to take a fight with me. If it's all about business, then you doing good business. If I'm easy work, I heard him say I'm easy work. If I was easy work, well, you know, you would take all that money that he's offering you. But yet and still, he want $200 million for Benavidez, and he want $150 million to fight me. So that just lets me know right there that I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to him. I'm a threat to his legacy, because it would be crazy for a guy that started at 135 to come all the way up to 168, your weight, no catch weight, no none of that, and dethrone you. So, you know, he got that in the back of his head. You know, this guy, for one, he's tough. For two, he's a boxer. He moves, he can punch, he can do it all.
Interestingly, despite all the pre-fight drama, both fighters have shown real respect for each other. Even though they've traded words, they've also recognized each other's skills and professionalism. A video of them sharing a meal has gone viral, reminding fans that behind the rivalry, there's still sportsmanship. It's a surprising mix, public tension but private respect, and it makes the fight even more exciting as both respect and rivalry meet in the ring.
I don't like this right here. I don't like this at all. Now, I know y'all love Turkey. I like him too. He puts on good fights. And I get that he's trying to show that, hey, through the sport, it's love and unison. No matter who's the biggest, the baddest, whatever, they still support each other. And I'm cool with that. But before the fight, I need that feel of, oh man, yeah, these two going at it. These two want to beat each other's ass. They want to knock each other out. That's how a fight buildup should be. I shouldn't be seeing these two sitting across from each other eating. Now, I'm not even talking about promotion. The fight doesn't need to be promoted. Two of the biggest fighters of our era, bang. But I need the promotion of oh yeah, I want to get violent with this person. I want to knock this person's head off. I'm not saying they're not going to put on a good fight. I'm just saying I want the buildup. That's what makes the fight even better. It's the buildup. Look at all the past fights that happened. Even recently, Ryan Garcia in Tank. Shit, Ryan Garcia and freaking Haney. You know, fights like that. The buildup was so, because even in the pre-fight, it was hatred or, hey, I want to beat you up type stuff. Now it's oh, I'm sitting across from you eating dinner, laughing. Nah, man, we can do this after the fight. That's fine. But before that fight, I'm locked in. I want to see that. Oh, I'm locked in. I'm ready to knock him out. I don't know. That's just my opinion. You know, I know a lot of y'all have your opinions, but comment what y'all think about this and follow your boy.
Commentators from shows like The Showbiz The Adult say that timing matters more than pure power. They point out that even though Canelo has one of the strongest chins in boxing, Crawford's ability to find the right moment to land a punch makes him a real danger. It's not just how hard Crawford hits, but when and where he hits. Some experts think Canelo might get caught by something he didn't expect, and if that happens, it could lead to the first knockout loss of his career. Veteran boxing writer Dan Raphael shared his view on why Crawford took this fight, saying it's not about money, it's about legacy. Crawford wants to be remembered not just as a champion, but as someone who faced the biggest names, no matter the weight or risk. Raphael admits it's a dangerous move, but also says it's the kind of bold step that turns great fighters into legends. It's a big risk with big rewards, and Crawford is fully committed.
I think Terence Crawford is a marvelous boxer, arguably the best in the world pound for pound. But can you hurt Canelo? If you can't hurt him, I have no doubt he can outbox him. My issue is, if you can't hurt him, what kind of a challenge can you truly pose? What do you say to that?
No, that's a great point. I mean, here's the thing. Canelo Alvarez has a historically great chin. Now, I go back way back when he first came to the United States and started boxing, and he found himself on an HBO pay-per-view undercard years and years ago, fighting against the older brother of the great Miguel Cotto. His name was Jose Miguel Cotto, and he had gotten a ton of hype. He had signed with Golden Boy Promotions, and a lot of those of us in the media, and I had seen him a couple of times before that. This is my first time seeing him in person, really paying close attention, and he almost got knocked out in the first round. And I remember Stephen A., all of us looking around at Media Row going, what the heck is this all hype about? This man can't take a shot. He's going to get drilled. He was lucky that the fight was over, that the round was over in round one, or there might have been some much more trouble. Stephen A., that was like, I don't know, 16, 17 years ago. I've never seen him wobbled, rocked, physically, visibly hurt since then. He has an all-time great chin going in the ring with tremendous punchers. Terence Crawford coming up 2 weight classes, do any damage. Yeah, he's a slick boxer, and he's also a good puncher in the welterweight division, in the junior welterweight division, in the lightweight division. But even at junior middleweight, which is where Terence Crawford had his most recent fight back in August, when he moved up and he won a world title, he didn't blow the doors off. He fought a very tough, solid opponent named Israel Madrimov. He gave him a good fight. It was very close. Madrimov's people seem to think he might have even been able to edge it out. But if you can't hurt an Israel Madrimov at 154, what the heck are you going to do with Canelo Alvarez, the sturdiest guy in the world, at 168? So that aspect of it is certainly a problem. You mentioned about Charlo. Charlo was there to get his check. I know one thing about Terence Crawford. He's not going to just come to turn up to get the check. He'll at least try. And Charlo, I don't think, really tried.
This fight is exciting from a technical point of view. Canelo uses a slow, pressure-based style, while Crawford fights with quick movement and smart changes in rhythm. Canelo likes to break down his opponents with body shots, while Crawford uses speed and angles to stay in control. Experts say the first few rounds will be very important. If Crawford can keep his distance and make Canelo miss, he might take the lead. But if Canelo gets close and starts landing body shots, it could be a big problem. Their different styles make this a smart and strategic battle.
I think Canelo, he likes to go to the same combinations, quite repetitively, whereas Crawford is unpredictable, and despite him not having the size, it's the shots that you don't see that hurt the most, and maybe Crawford can hit him with some unexpected shit. And because of the repetitiveness of Canelo, maybe he can time him, maybe he can counter-punch with him, because Crawford is unbelievable at that. But I'm fascinated to see if Crawford has the power to get the respect of Canelo Alvarez, because when you don't, it's a long night. It's not nice. Like Crawford did well against Madrimov, and he won that fight for me quite clearly. But Madrimov was countering him. If you can counter the counter puncher, you can give them a lot of problems when they're not used to that. And Canelo can counter people really well. And as great as Terence Crawford is, we've never seen him in there with someone with the power of Canelo Alvarez. This is a different world of power. And look, maybe Canelo doesn't throw as many shots as he used to, and maybe Crawford might look at that and go, you know what, I'm going to try and outpoint this guy, not get into a war with him, but just show my boxing, genius and outpoint him and outland him. That's possible. It is. This is why this is such a fascinating matchup, man. We've been treated to some amazing fights. Usyk Fury, for example, this is another one of those mega fights on Riyadh season. Again, I'm disappointed for Jake Paul, but I am happy for boxing fans, because my God, this is the treat of the year. And look, I'd love to see Canelo in there with a Hamza Shiraz. I love Hamza Shiraz. He's one of my favorite fighters in the world, and I think he's the future.
For Bomac, strategy is the key to winning. He believes Crawford's strength comes from his ability to read his opponents, adjust during the fight, and perform under pressure. While he respects Canelo's power and experience, Bomac is sure that Crawford will spot and take advantage of his weaknesses. From footwork to choosing the right punches, every part of the plan has been practiced in training. Crawford isn't just getting ready to fight, he's getting ready to outsmart, outmove, and outshine a champion.
I feel fucking great about it, man. Just talking to Bud, and he motivated. He ready to go.
He's been waiting a long time for this fight, you guys are taking off a long time, just waiting for the Canelo fight. You haven't fought since August last year. Do you think that's going to make him better, sharper?
You know what? It's going to make Bud wiser. Make him wiser. Give his time, his body to heal up, rest up a little bit. Look, dinks here, dinks there. Take his time getting in shape, get his mind right.
Now,
go in there and do it and make it happen.
A lot of people's talking about the weight. They're talking about that, Bud going up 2 weight classes. He didn't look in spectacular form at 154, but, he's going up in weight to face a bigger guy. What do you say about that?
Let's go, man. Let's go. It ain't about weight all the time.
Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, and stay informed. Stay tuned for more updates, and let's keep our news accurate.